What's happening, folks? How's everybody doing? Thanks for joining us on the Show today. We have our guest today, Illogic,
Yes, sir.
Daniel Lloyd.
AKA Daniel Lloyd.
Brothers Automotive with us today.
Hey.
We'll jump back to him. He fixes my cars. I want to ask
Wait, I'm not here?
Christian,
That's messed up, bro.
and we have Donnie again.
Oh, and that guy. Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Thanks for playing. Yes, we have Donnie, Dan's husband.
Lover, not husband.
There's a difference, Rick.
Yeah.
What's a male mistress?
Mystery.
He has a male mystery with him today.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Another reason I hated Rick.
Yeah. I didn't mean to come out of the closet for you. But here Donnie is.
You're-
It needed to happen sooner or later.
Your mom's gonna be so mad at you, bro. What's your mom's name again? Carol?
No,
What is it?
I'm not saying.
I'm also ashamed of him too, Mom. It's okay. I'm also ashamed of him also. Just so you know, guests too, we actually, despite what Rick says, we are not able to go live on TikTok, so we are TikTokless today. Ticklish.
Ticklish today.
Yeah.
So anyway, I wanted to ask a few questions
To me?
to everybody
Oh,
in the world.
but mostly me.
To all those listening and not listening, in the last 3 months, has your life really changed that much? And I had to just close your eyes and take a step away from politics and the Gulf of America and the Panama Canal and the Canada and tariffs and all this stuff. As I ignore those things, I was like, I'm still buying lumber for construction. And I was like, the pricing hasn't really changed. People are concerned the prices may go up, but things haven't really changed. And I was like, well, I guess until they do, why is it so exciting to watch the world news? Are we really meant to deal with that much information on a daily basis? Information used to be super slow. You'd wait weeks, months till letters came from overseas or from whatever to get there. And then you read it and be like, oh, like everything was a little slower. And you weren't bombarded with, every day something exciting, multiple things exciting happening. For some, it's not so exciting, but for others, I just meant like the amount of information coming out. And we're kind of training ourselves to enjoy that. I don't know if it's a dopamine spike. I don't know what you want to call it, but just the way you look at your social media and you swipe and swipe and swipe kind of gives me evidence that we like it. We like the shock and awe. Even if you don't like it, you like it. But I don't think our life has changed that much. I look at my bank account and I'm like, it's still about, it's still doing what it's doing. It's moving up. And I was like, are things really that bad? So take a minute, step away from politics and go, has anything really changed that much besides just the information coming at you? The reality is, presidents come and go, governments come and go. It wasn't that long ago, Russia, kind of broke up and collapsed. And the little Russian Federation, they're doing all right. China's doing all right. Like everyone's doing all right. They all got their citizens to appease and whatnot, and everyone's doing okay. And yet we sit here going, oh man, their population's in trouble. They're going to collapse. Oh my gosh. Countries come and go all the time. Is it our turn? I don't know. But somehow we're going to get through it, or you can ignore it and you'll be probably just fine. You'll be like, why is everybody freaking out? I just bought food from the grocery store. I'm okay. Anyway, my 2 cents on what's going on in the world. and it is fun to look at stuff and like try to predict the future. All that stuff's exciting, but at the same time, enjoy your life, live it. Um, you know, and I've been contemplating about life quite a bit, especially since I cracked my ribs a few months ago. And I was like, man, do I really want to be 80 years old in a wheelchair? Like, I'm going to go to the beach and roll up, and like all I can do is put my toes in the sand. I'm like, it's like, you know, the end of your life, you're in some old folks' home, and you're looking forward to your next meal and playing a puzzle. And I'm like, I want a little more out of life than that. So start living your life. Don't let all this stuff hold you down. Politicians come and go, money comes and goes. Enjoy your life right where you're at. It's all perspective, I guess. Um, anyway, let's take a tangent from that for a minute. And let's talk about Daniel Lloyd, Brothers Automotive, and see what he does and doesn't do. Um, do you work on electric vehicles, Dan?
Yeah, I do sometime.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. You're like they're all electric
Oh, you
though.
mean like Teslas and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah,
Nah, heck no.
yeah.
But you know,
If you do, would people
yeah.
burn your place down?
Maybe one day.
Maybe
I haven't worked on one yet, but yeah, one day probably.
one day you will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
You look at it, and go, you know what you need? New batteries.
That's right.
They're easy to fix.
Yeah.
You know what you need is a new battery. Problem solved. It's electric, right?
You just did a engine swap, right?
Yeah, I did. The Chevy Impala.
Yeah.
Uh,
How many
just,
days does it take you to do an engine swap?
I mean, by myself, like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
Uh,
With some help, an hour.
maybe I don't know. I never really have anybody. I'm kind of like a lone soldier. You know, I do my own
Is
thing.
Rick applying for a job right now?
Yeah, need some help.
I kind of like to have my own space and just do my thing. It's kind of like it's a job, a hobby, and I'm a tool collector. So I just it's like my man cave. I just get in there and work and have fun.
Have fun.
Dude,
Yeah,
I love
Did
tools.
you have any
yeah.
like little unique traits about yourself when you're working on these cars all by yourself? I mean, when no one's watching, what is it that you do?
We cuss a lot.
I
I love my tools too much, so I don't really throw them or anything because I don't want to break nothing. But I listen to a lot of like podcasts, a lot of music, like different kinds of music. I listen to a lot of Dwight Yoakam when I'm working on
Heck yeah.
vehicles.
Yeah,
A lot of like country music and hip
Podcasts.
hop.
Interesting.
Yeah, some podcasts.
Yeah, because you gotta keep your mood good, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Any tricks to the trade? You got this bolt that won't come out. What do you do?
I mean, there's
Get a bigger snap on?
yeah, extractors, that kind of thing. I don't know.
That
Just
sounds like a alien
heat.
abduction. Abstractor.
Kind of, do whatever you got to do to get it to work without breaking anything.
Yeah. Engine swaps. Uh, do you do oil changes?
Oil changes, yeah,
Easy stuff. Brakes, easy.
yeah,
What about
basic maintenance.
what about new tires?
I'm not really a tire guy.
Okay.
I don't really mess with that too much.
Okay.
One day,
I could bring you some used ones.
yeah,
Yeah. You could
right,
start. You can start right now.
yeah, all right,
I
yeah,
don't want
let's
to.
do it.
I don't want to pay to take them to the dump, but I got this job I'm working on, and there's like 10 tires. I'm like, what do you do with used tires?
Yeah,
Yeah, too bald to give them away. So
What's wrong with balls?
ask the ladies; they'll tell you. Nah, we get discriminated first, but the ones that can see past it love us. So
Dude,
that's right.
bald is beautiful. That's what I always hear.
Bald is beautiful. Jason Statham, right?
Yeah.
Come on now.
What else you do? You fixed my windshield wipers that wouldn't stop. That was a fun one.
That hasn't come back on, right? Just random.
No, it
Yes.
works. Yeah,
Perfect.
you fixed it. Trust me, if it didn't work, I'd be like, duh. Yeah, thinking of a car repair?
Oh, dude, your what do you call it? That
Radiator
Yeah, the
leak.
radiator thing. I just bought a new pressure kit for that. So
You can test it.
yeah, I wanted to get back in there and try it again.
Yeah. Test my radiator thing. I think
Yeah.
it's leaking a little bit somewhere. So,
There's a leak somewhere, but yeah, I don't think my pressure kit was working right, so
oh,
I bought another one.
mm.
And it's,
Yeah.
So you like to buy tools in your spare time?
oh man,
Oh, who doesn't?
between me and this guy right here, we're just and
Yeah.
we own Brothers Automotive together, so
So if you go visit Donnie's garage, it looks like a Milwaukee store.
That's you're the second person that said that this week.
He's
Yo,
like, and if you steal something from him, it's like, I hope you like radios. He's got like, I've got every radio Milwaukee's
he
ever made.
Actually, I don't anymore because it just came out with a new one.
But you will
It's
soon.
on order though.
he got a crazy
I have
collection.
all 6 Milwaukee
There's
radios.
more than 6.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
got the
don't know.
Ryobi collection too. He got a lot of
Oh
Ryobi as
yeah.
well.
Right. Like it
Yeah,
used to be some crappy stuff, but since TTI took them over, that they make rigid power tools and Milwaukee and Hart and stiletto. The hammers, have you used those?
Yeah, I have.
That's all from TTI. And really, Ryobi came up from the blue to the green. And
yeah.
like, they're my loaner tools when techs need to borrow some stuff to go out on a job. I give them to them, and their rotor hammers work, their drills work, they get it done. If,
Blasphemy.
but you in your world, you see someone with Ryobi, you're like, oh, this guy's poor.
Well, many years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, there was some Ryobi toolkit for sale for it was like $200 for like the whole pack, or 250. And I was like, we were framing, and I was like, well, it ought to last me at least a year. One day I returned it. I was
Wow.
like, I burned up the Sawzall. I burned up this, and this one's smoking, and it's gonna go out soon. And I was like, Ryobi can't handle the heavy duty stuff. It didn't even last a
You
day.
burned up the Sawzall for real?
Of the 5 tools,
That's back when DeWalt made them.
yeah, I think I burned up the
It's
drill.
a good job site
the
heater though,
Sawzall.
right?
Yeah. I was like, don't breathe the smoke, but it'll keep you warm. And I was like, Ryobi can't handle
They can now. They can now.
stuff.
I use them in the shop all the time.
Yeah, borrow one of mine. Like their new stuff is really good.
Well, I'll give it back to you broken. I'd be happy to borrow it, but I'll sign the waiver.
No,
It's on
yeah,
you.
I'd love to lend something to you for
No,
that.
I do have some workers that have some Ryobi, and it does all right. But like, I don't know what it was. If it was just that kit, they just made it cheap and whatever,
Yeah.
to hit that $200. I was like,
Was it blue back then when you got it?
it was green.
Oh wow.
It was green. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, construction is pretty heavy on tools though.
Oh yeah. So is what we do though. Like we go through like concrete and stuff, and
Ooh,
But
concrete.
he was
You're
talking about a
so tough.
Sawzall though, you know.
oh yeah, I don't go through concrete
But
with a
I
sawzall.
did. Yeah. Like, I burned up a drill. I burned up the Sawzall, and then something else started smoking. I was
Just
like,
FYI, Sawzall is trademarked by Milwaukee, and they're the only one that has Sawzall. So you mean reciprocating saw?
Reciprocating saw. Yo, have you used the what do you call it? What is it? To go through concrete? What is it?
hammer drill.
The
What do you call it?
rotor hammer?
Rotor hammer. Have you used the Ryobi one yet?
It's still in the box. I want to try it
I'm
though.
sure it'll work though.
It's in
Yeah.
the box because it doesn't work. It needs to be returned.
Yeah.
And my guys who use the one that's not in the box though. I've lent that out several times to techs and
Well, there it
Oh.
goes. I put my foot on the table. Sorry.
had no complaints. What fell?
The
That one's still in the
camera.
box too though.
Your camera fell. You're sideways.
Oh, what the heck?
I stepped on the unbalanced table. It's my
I
fault.
hate that guy.
Yo, can we?
Yeah.
Yo,
You say anything bad about DeWalt, then the camera goes again. No, so yeah, Milwaukee is probably the best brand out there, but it does cost like an extra $100 a tool.
But what's our saying, Dan?
buy once, cry once, right?
Buy once, cry once.
Yeah, well, in my world, being the general contractor and tools disappearing and not lasting,
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
That's why you get one key, bro.
Okay, sure.
You know what one key is, right?
What's that? The little tracker?
Yeah. So you know right where it's at all the time.
Yeah.
At the pawn shop.
At the pawn shop. What's my tool doing at the pawn shop?
Sell it back to you.
All of them. What's my battery doing this? But anyway, workers like to
Milwaukee
collect
is
extra
cool though, yeah.
stuff. And I have burned out some Milwaukee stuff. I have burned out DeWalt stuff. But since DeWalt's a little bit cheaper, I mean, it's like if if Milwaukee's a 10, DeWalt's a 9. And I'll, you know,
Ridge is better than Milwaukee,
I
guaranteed.
haven't cared too much for rigid stuff. I've had a few other things. I'm like,
And their warranty is sick too, bro. It's really
Yeah,
good.
I'm a really big.
Rigid does have a good warranty on their stuff, but I haven't. Maybe the newer stuff I haven't tried it, but I've the previous stuff. The torque hasn't been there. Um, but I mean, all of them are pretty decent for any homeowner. You can probably buy whatever, be fine.
I have
True,
a
yeah,
I have a Milwaukee SDS Max roto hammer. It was $1,100,
It's sick.
and it actually has more torque than the corded version.
Come on.
Yeah, most of the battery stuff has more torque than the corded.
It beats
ones
out
these
Hilti,
days.
right?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yep,
we
yeah.
that thing's been all over the country. Like we have techs in doing a job. Oh, I just saw the camera fall. Minneapolis, in a freezer. Like we had to go through 18 inches of concrete, 2-inch holes, and it was like butter. They're like, "Oh my gosh, that thing is amazing."
Through rocks and all sorts of stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we use it. We actually use it here when we're running the cameras.
Yeah,
Like, cause you have a concrete building also,
yeah.
and it was like Sam got up there and
But my concrete building, they're really worried about fire. I just had to throw that in
yeah,
No DeWalt then.
there.
yeah. You can't use DeWalt in the building; it'll burn up.
Yeah, burn up.
Yeah, bring it to DeWalt.
Fine print on the fire marshal's inspection.
Yeah. DeWalt, yeah, insurance just went up.
At least you admit it though. Like Milwaukee is better. It just costs a little more.
It is. But yeah, when I'm burning through tools,
Most people say that.
they will, yeah, they will burn. I mean, I'll break either one. I mean, I've had Milwaukee grinders, burn up, and you send them in to get them fixed, and they just send you a new one. They're like, "What have you done? That's impossible." I'm like, "Well, it's, you know, um, but yeah, I do have some Milwaukee stuff. But yeah, usually I buy the DeWalt. I'm like, I'm gonna save $100. In the end, they're gonna typically last about the same amount of time.
No,
The battery life on all of them after several years, they all kind of
I don't have a battery problem.
yeah. You have a you have a drinking problem.
I have a plethora of batteries.
Yeah,
Well, you got like 50 batteries or
A
something like
lot. I have a
yeah.
lot.
that? Like a whole wall of
And
batteries.
I think my other thing was the cost of the batteries for Milwaukee's is higher. So
Bro, we had batteries
Yeah.
in his backpack. I think it was your backpack, and we were on a flight, and I think it was Dallas Fort Worth.
it didn't burn up.
United Airlines headed outside their office, and someone walked by and just grabbed it, and the United Airlines wouldn't accept responsibility.
Yeah, my radio and everything.
You
And
turned it in, and someone took it.
no, they sent it down there for them to grab at their office for us to pick up, and we went down there and nothing was there, but it was $1,100 in batteries.
Yeah,
$1,100.
another pro of Milwaukee. People steal them.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Red is beautiful.
like we gave it to you and you lost it. Yeah, nobody wants.
Wait,
to
did you say take my shirt off?
Yeah,
Oh, you did?
please do.
What's the one DeWalt 2 that you got though that you swapped?
Oh man,
Yeah.
I have one DeWalt tool.
Yeah.
One. It's a screwdriver, but it's has a gyroscope. It's gyroscopic. So I turn my wrist and it turns, and if I turn it the other way, it turns. If I turn it more, it goes faster.
That sounds lame.
It is really cool, bro. It
It's
is.
a little gimmicky, but it's awesome, man. It
Yeah.
works great for like IT work.
Yeah, like I'm working on a server. I just got the one hand and I catch the screw with it, just do this. Wait, so you can see it on camera. And then I catch it like this. Oh.
Freaking squirrel in this building.
No, it's cool. I'll bring it in sometime. You'll like it. It's really cool. Like I stumbled upon it
I'm
and
selling all my DeWalt stuff now.
I gotta say, like as far as like DeWalt, they make a really good oscillating tool.
yeah.
I think so.
Oh yeah, we've used that before.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the Milwaukee Fuel one is better, actually.
Oh yeah, of course.
But
Well, I mean for DeWalt.
Pay once, cry once.
buy once, cry once. Buy once, cry once. It's got a rhyme, bro.
So
or rappers.
one time we were building this house,
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
and we're putting soffit up, and the guys are cleaning up. I go, "Where's my coil gun at?"
What's a coil gun?
It's like a siding framer
Oh, wow.
nail gun.
Hmm.
Shoots a little skinny ring shank nail.
All right.
Anyway, they can't find it. They can't find it, and the guy's like, "Oh, I buried it in the wall on accident.
What the?
Must have set it up there, put it up, borrowed another gun, and so they had to pull it apart to get my gun out. But I'm like, it's just when you got a bunch of moving parts around,
Yeah.
some stuff just gets. They probably put it up there, had to share the hose with somebody else for something, and then anyway, when they went back, grabbed a different gun and buried it inside the house.
Oh, man.
So like, well, do I want to buy the best of the best and pay $1,000 or get the $300 one that may disappear? They both will disappear, but for me,
My tools don't disappear.
I say that happens like,
but that was a Hitachi, but you guys don't know anything about
yeah.
that.
Hitachi. Wow.
I
That's
use tools
great.
all the time when I'm working.
Yeah, that's the old school. Do they still make those?
Oh yeah, they still make Hitachis.
Yeah, Tachi's.
Metabo too. That's another one.
I think
Underrated one.
someone have to Google this, but I think Metabo bought Hitachi out or something. But it's the
Oh.
same thing.
Metabo is very underrated. It's actually a good brand.
Yeah, tomato Metabo.
Good drills and impact guns.
But yeah, a lot of tools. And you pick whichever one you like and go with it. For a homeowner, yeah, you can buy any of them.
I'm just gonna sit here and smile. Is that okay?
Yeah. There's like horror movies with people with that face.
Just the whole show, just like
and
this.
they're not the good ones. They're the bad guys.
Like smile.
Yeah.
I'd never watch that
No.
ever.
I know.
Alright.
It's a great movie.
Tools. The DeWalt Milwaukee debate continues.
So, what's your favorite part of auto mechanics?
Just being able to get in there and use all the tools I buy.
Yeah.
The new one.
Seriously. That's mainly what I do it for. I love tools and I love using them.
Yeah.
I love getting them dirty and grimy and beat up, and all that.
We know a guy that after every job, he cleans his tools.
There's a lot of guys like that.
Scrub them.
Yeah, they clean them all nice, and
I don't.
Yeah, no.
same.
I'm not getting paid to clean it.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm a production person.
Yeah.
And there are jobs where people be like, "Hey, you charge this much an hour," and when it comes down to it, I'm like, "If you want to," and they're like, "Man, we want to save some money." I go, "You can clean up after us because we charge our $100 an hour, and you want me to, clean up for an hour?" And they're like, "No, I got it." I said, "Okay," because if you don't have talent, that's why they're hiring us many times. They're not, they don't have the talent or skills to do that,
Yeah, or time.
or their time or whatever. But some people have time. They're like, "Man, I'd really," I'm like, "Well, you can clean up after us. You can sweep up after we're done every day and whatever, and save yourself, $100 a day,
Yeah.
Yeah.
$200 a day, depending on the job." And they're like, "Yeah, I'll do that."
Heck yeah.
I don't see the point in doing all that.
Yeah.
But I'm very much into production. My truck's a mess. It's amazing I can find it. Like, it's right here. Lift this up. It's right
You
there.
kind of got like your whole office in there.
Yeah.
What do you mean you can't see the drill? Hold on a second.
Hold on.
Reached under a bunch of stuff. And it's right here.
You
Idiot.
gotta, yeah. I do have those Milwaukee cordless nail guns, though. Those are kind of nice.
But that's what got me to buy the one I have.
Using mine.
Yeah. We built these walls with it.
Yeah. So I do think if you're gonna buy, a nail gun that's cordless, I think Milwaukee's the way to go at the moment.
The only complaint I get from people is they're heavy.
Yeah, but even all of them are heavy.
Yeah, when you go with what do you call air guns again? Pneumatic.
Pneumatic.
Yeah.
When you go with pneumatic, they are lighter, but you gotta drag a hose around all day.
Yeah, but if you're just doing like working for an hour, the cordless is totally the way to go.
Yeah.
Or I have both. I'll have air compressors on hoses, and then the cordless one for the guy who's like, "I got a monkey up to the top of this," and hey,
Which reminds me, I have the Milwaukee cordless M18 compressor.
yeah.
Yeah. You jealous?
Have you got to take that out and use it yet?
No.
I wonder how long it lasts.
Yeah. You want to put it to test?
It probably lasts me 5 minutes.
Let's see it. I'll lend it to you because I know
I probably wouldn't
you'll take care
recommend
of it.
that for texture,
Yeah.
spraying
Oh
texture, because the
man,
compressor never stops.
bro, it's so true.
But if you're just hooking it up and it can run 15, 20 minutes to power something, that might be worth it. But
Yeah.
it just depends what you're doing.
Take care of it. I'll let you borrow it.
It's super quiet.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not bi curious.
we
Just
tested it out
curious.
at the house, man, and it's like really quiet. And,
Very quiet.
yeah,
Yeah. Now I don't get too
quality.
I mean, you get a new shiny toy, it's fun for a moment, but I have a lot of things that I order that come to Rick's, and some of my staff will open it up, and some are like, "It's not mine." I'm like, "It came here. You can open it. You can have Christmas Day too. Because if you need it, you need it. If it's cups, it's cups. If it's this or that, you
Oh my gosh, that reminds me. Today at Rick's, chicken sliders for 9.99.
yeah,
They look delicious.
yeah.
That does sound good.
So
Yeah.
yeah. Yesterday we did the corned beef and cabbage thing, and
Yeah.
we sold out in like real fast.
How's it?
We're like the only place doing it in town.
Are you still like capacity like on Fridays and Saturday nights?
Geez, we've been booming with Sporties and Midway. I don't know what.
People gotta get their drink on.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, yeah.
we've been booming. We have a lot of people coming in that have never been in before.
My favorite thing about Sporties is that they own a business and accept credit cards. And most companies that take 2 or more days for the funds to end up in your account. But with parallel economy, the funds are in your account the very next day. Sensor resistant payment processing with no monthly surcharges. Plus, there's no contracts, 24/7 merchant support, and they'll match or beat your rate. And they have rates as low as 1.49%. I bet you're not paying that. Switch to parallel economy. Link in the description below.
Come on with it.
Yes.
Off top.
Oh my God.
That's what
crazy.
reminds
That's
me of
crazy
Sporties.
that
Yeah.
Sporties does that. No, but I think they're going to open up. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
none of these guys are staying down for long. I mean,
No.
in 1 month, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, they're going to open back up. Things will go back to normal. Everyone will do their thing. I just hope that when people that come in for the first time, they're like, "Oh, this is a cool place," because you know the remodels and all the stuff that we've done. People come in and go, "Dude, I had no idea."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "That's cool." Like, "Dude, I like this place." I'm like, "Yeah, you're supposed to."
I've seen it too. I walked in and I saw like just a crap ton of people and I found out that you can support our show by putting Show on Cash App or PayPal.
Yeah.
Come
And
on.
any dollar amount will help. Just $5, $10, $1,000, whatever you feel like. If you like what we do, at it. What's it going to hurt? You waste it on coffee or you spend it at Rick's. Why not spend it on support? One thing we want to do, we want to get some cameras we can take with us out and do stuff live in the community.
Yeah.
Rick wants to interview some people and some other stuff, and that costs money.
Yeah.
And so definitely,
Got to interview everybody.
yeah. So definitely love your support. So just put Rixican Show in Cash App or PayPal. Venmo coming soon. So yeah, that's when I walked in Rick's, I thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On another positive
Same.
note, speaking of money, is I feel pretty, I guess, blessed, if
Yeah.
you will. I have a lot of gratitude for the opportunities that have come, and they come in sometimes unexpected ways. But I'm naturally designed to always like look uh, at opportunities that can come. Some don't work out, some do,
Yeah.
but you got to take a chance.
Every
Folks.
millionaire I've ever met, they said their secret to success is look at every opportunity.
Yeah,
You don't have to do them all, just look at them all.
I'm trying to do an opportunity and like, oh, that deal's crumbling. I don't know if I can salvage it,
Yeah.
but I'm like, hey, it's just an opportunity. And and they're like, well, what's next? And I go, there's always another deal. Always another deal.
Facts.
Some deals might take years to get off the ground. Some deals happen quickly. So my one big deal that I was trying to do kind of isn't, you know, it's starting to fall apart. I'm like, okay, well, it's just a deal. I don't fall in love with it. And I'm like, the world's a little crazy, so I'm like, I'm okay if the deal doesn't happen. But then, you know, I met somebody and out of the blue, that turned into, a construction job. And then it also turned into uh, another deal on the side. And I was like, I saw the deal. I go, I will take that right now. Done. It's mine. I'll take it. And so hopefully in a couple of days, I'll close on that deal. And I was like, man, it's just like crazy opportunities out there. And then like another weird deal today, someone gave me something today.
We went on a field trip to look at it.
We went on a field trip to look at it.
It was fun.
Now I don't know what I'm gonna do with this thing, but someone's like, "Hey, you want this? I just need it gone." I'm like, "Okay, there's a camper, it needs a little
It's
remodel.
beautiful on the outside.
It's beautiful on the outside."
It is.
I mean, it's older.
Look at the one in my driveway and look at
Oh
that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's what it is, a camper, huh?
Yeah, it's a travel trailer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a travel trailer. Someone's like, "Hey, you want it?" And I said, "What? Here's the thing for it." I, I'm like, I'm not ready to take the paperwork for it. I need to do some research. So I'm like, do I fix it up, sell it? Do I fix it up and keep it? I'm like, okay, cool. Like,
Either way, it's a win.
but I try to always have, I guess, positive, uh, I guess, energy out there. And not every deal is going to be a win. But I do notice, I don't know if you're having more wins than usual. Like, I don't know what you want to call it, but and and I think there are the concepts, the secret, if you put good energy frequency out there, it returns to you. Um,
Me?
yes,
Oh, okay.
Donnie keeps coming back. And but it's interesting. Like, I don't know. I do believe in pieces of that. I don't necessarily believe that anyone's like the expert. We're human beings. I was like, who's the perfect teacher of how to have success or where to put your energy or this or that? I don't believe. Well, we all have, I guess, a different mission in life, and so. But I think if you're following, um, I don't want to necessarily say your passion, but there are things that I believe that uh, we made a deal before we came to Earth. Like, hey, I made a deal. I need to learn this and that. I think opportunities and doors will open for you in certain areas if you're going that way. But the another aspect I kind of believe in is we're here to experience everything. And as you jump into different ventures, deals, relationships in life, um, try not to have an expectation of the outcome,
Yeah.
because if it's a lesson, maybe it was meant to fail, and that lesson was more important than
The
the
opportunity.
$1 million deal that you thought it would have been.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I try not to get too attached to. I try not to fall in love with the deal.
Yeah.
I try to just be like, oh, there's an opportunity. Let's work it this way, that way, da da da. And then, I hope that it's beneficial, profitable,
Yeah.
positive relationship.
But we can learn in every situation you're
Oh,
saying.
every situation.
Yeah.
But folks, don't get me wrong. Not everything handed to me is on a silver spoon. Just because I got a few wins here and there,
Yeah.
um, I have taken my beatings too.
Oh yeah.
Uh, you know, I had a business opportunity I was doing before 9/11, and when 9/11 hit, yeah, the whole world stopped.
Yeah.
And I couldn't understand why the investors were gone like cockroaches. And, I was 24 years old and I was holding a bag for millions of dollars that I couldn't pay.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what to do. Um, that was a very painful experience.
Yeah.
But with that, I was like, I can tell you what not to do. I can tell you that I learned a few things. I learned that I like to give people the benefit of the doubt,
Yeah.
but I also have to have the expectation that they may not be able to perform on their word.
Yeah.
Um, and I give a lot of people chances, and I have noticed a lot of people have a hard time honoring their word.
Empty promises.
Yes, but I also recognize that that is them lying to themselves. That
Yeah.
is them um, not fulfilling their obligation, whether they overpromised and underdelivered, or they just couldn't perform to begin with. It could be something new. A computer programmer say, "Oh, I can do that for you. No problem."
Yeah.
And yet they're like, "I got started, but I can't get it the final result to execute the way you want it to." It could be any number of things because a lot of times we're busy creating, and if it hasn't been done before or you lack the experience, I'm a true believer in that you need to fail 1,000 times. Those lessons are invaluable.
Failures, yeah, is important.
That's how you learn. Yeah.
Yeah, it's your greatest teacher. Like
Yeah.
you're working on your vehicles, right? And you unbolting it and the bolt breaks. Right now, you got a problem solve how to get this out. You get it out. You drill it and it doesn't work right. But you learn really fast. You know what not to do the next time.
Yeah.
Or you're like, I'm cranking it, it's not turning. Let's not overdo it because I don't want to break that bolt again. Let's get some. You learn to. It's experience. It gives you wisdom. It
Oh,
gives
yeah.
you perspective, and those things are invaluable. So, like, the times I have, fallen down, um, I guess just get back up.
Yeah, we've had that happen with us.
Multiple times.
We before Brothers Automotive was in an actual shop, we were first his garage, then my garage. And I can think of one project. I'm not going to say what it is on the air, but we worked on that thing forever, and we just couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
And it was a nightmare. We learned a lot from it, like
We did.
the importance of lighting for one. Like
Why do I have extra parts when it's all back together?
Yeah. Speaking of lights, right?
Yeah. Him and I together own over 400 lights.
Yeah.
400 lights. What?
That's insane.
It helps if you turn it on.
But I could show you like why each light is important and why I bought it. It serves a
Yep.
purpose.
That's right. Yeah.
And we learned that from those jobs in the garage. We were holding up every light we could to get in there and see what was going on. And we learned that lights. We learned what jobs not to accept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Electrical problems.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Chasing those and chasing it and chasing it.
Dude, I gave up at like 11 o'clock at night, and I come down at 2 in the morning. Dan's still in the garage, and I'm like, bro, just go to bed. Come back with a fresh mind tomorrow. He's like, all right.
Did you hear that? That's evidence they're together.
Come to bed, baby.
Come back to bed.
Yeah. FYI,
So cold and lonely.
I like women. Yes, and Dan is dating and engaged to a woman, and she knows that she can't mess up our relationship.
We got to take out the with. We like men.
No, sir. No, sir. I'm pro heterosexual. I'm super heterosexual.
There you go, man.
That's not what you said a minute ago.
Well,
But anyway,
$20 is $20.
20 bucks.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him. I know.
Anyway,
I know some people are sensitive to our jokes, but
yeah. Rick's gay though.
I lost all my dignity in the military. They took it from me.
This is probably one of the reasons we're not on TikTok right now.
Probably.
You said gay.
Oh my goodness.
I honestly don't worry about too much of stuff.
It's like yes, I believe that the Bible, what it talks about with homosexuality, but people do what people do, and I just don't want to see it. Just like I don't want to see you make out with your girlfriend in public. Just
too bad.
Do what you do behind closed doors.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Don't throw it in my face. Don't try and teach my kids about it. No.
Do your thing, man. It's not my thing, but whatever you do,
I think whatever you believe, as long as you're not
forcing it on someone,
making people bleed, right?
Yeah.
I have no problem giving you a hug.
Oh yeah.
Where people,
you try to force anything on me though, man, I'm gonna shut it down.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
I'm gonna shut it down. I don't care what it is.
Never mind.
Oh boy.
You have to say it now.
Come on, Rick.
Wimp.
Welcome to the dark side. No, but I'll give anybody a
Wait,
hug.
do I have a Oh, not that
Yeah,
one.
not that one. Trying to. Yeah, there you go. What a disappointment.
Let's give anybody a hug. I'm not too concerned about, people's personal belief systems. You have a right to believe what you want. You're human. You can believe that. And,
Going back to what I said, don't throw it in my face.
people are always going to throw something in your face. You may not like it, but
Yeah, I'll throw something back in their face. One of these.
yeah, knuckle sandwich.
Yeah, that's right. With cheddar.
With cheddar and cheese.
Hold on, let me some cheese whiz on my fist real quick.
There you go. There you go. All right.
Why is that guy putting cheese whiz on his face
There
on
you
his
go.
fist?
Donnie endorses fake cheese.
It's actually good on crackers
Yeah,
And sardines, right?
and sardines.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
fake cheese on sardines.
Do you like sardines?
Yeah.
They're good. What's your favorite flavor? The mustard, uh, Louisiana hot
I
sauce.
actually haven't had sardines in a while, but yeah, I used to get the variety and just eat different ones
Yeah,
when I was
What's that one you
working
wanted
on my
me to
truck.
try?
the Louisiana hot sauce.
Yeah, I got to try that one next.
Oh no, you already tried that one, right? Yeah, the mustard one's next.
Mustard one, yeah.
But yeah, it's not something you want to get up close and personal with somebody after you eat a sardine.
No,
Hey, how you doing?
me?
$20 is $20.
Oh heck
Yeah,
yeah!
it's yeah.
All right, we're gonna mute the camera so we can make out real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's a picture over there. I can make that out from here.
Make that out from here.
Looks like, dude, I like it.
Oh man.
A lot of locker room talk today.
I'm gonna hear it from my mom afterwards.
Yeah, that's why they hate
Probably.
Trump, right? Locker room talk.
Locker room talk. Maybe,
Oh yeah.
maybe. Um, well, I guess we
Love
can
you, mom.
jump into some
Yeah.
topics today. So there is this thing going around, and they call it a constitutional crisis. Great buzzword because it's alerting. Constitutional crisis. What is Trump doing? What is this doing? That doing? Again, your life is great the way it is. Not much has changed yet. A lot of talk, but not much has changed yet. But um, uh, somebody was talking about Texas versus the Biden administration. Texas was putting up razor wire, and anyway, the federal government said, "No, you can't do that. You can't protect your border." So I went to the Supreme Court, and they said, "No, Biden won that. The Biden administration won, saying the federal government, controls the borders, not the state." So,
Wow.
and so anyway, so Biden won it. Supreme Court, the high as you can go. So the concern was with Trump doing the immigration stuff. They're like that would fall under the federal government, and the states don't have much room to block that because it already was something similar was judged based off of the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
So all the way to the top. So uh yeah, it's above my pay grade. I'm not an attorney, but
Wait, this is also above your pay grade?
everything's above my pay grade. I'm a human being
Everything.
doing the best I can. You know, but it's interesting take on it because many things we think are not right have been possibly judged on,
Oh yeah.
or they will need to be looked at and judged on. And uh, anyway, we're in interesting times, folks. Interesting times.
So with the border, like how many people have been deported so far? Is there a count on
I
it?
haven't seen
I was
since
curious
like a
about
few
that
months
too.
ago. I haven't seen the numbers. Um, I don't think they'll be as high as people think.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it's, they're going to grab their million and scare the world.
Yeah.
I mean, other presidents have deported more. It's hard to say, but it is a buzzword and focal point of what's going on.
You ever watch the press secretary? What's her name?
Carolyn,
Caroline. Yeah, Caroline.
Caroline.
Yeah, she was on the other day talking about it, and she said, for all your automotive needs, call Brothers Automotive at 761-9744. If you need brakes done, front end work, your windshield wipers repaired, oil change, you name it, Brothers Automotive, no job too big, no job too small, and very affordable. Most people look at it like, that's it when they see the cost, and they're like, yeah, it's not because Daniel here understands that not everybody's rich. That's why we started Brothers Automotive,
Yep.
because we saw mechanics ripping people off, and we just wanted to save some people some money. And so it's probably why Donald Trump's press secretary was talking about Brothers Automotive, because it is the best and most inexpensive auto repair shop in the area. Again, Brothers Automotive, 761-9744.
We guarantee it.
Yes.
Guarantee it. Oh, nice. That's when you're like, I'm right here, Donnie.
Shane Company.
Now you have a friend in the automotive business.
This time it's personal.
So, actually, I get a lot of comments, and people say they crack up because the ads are just out of nowhere.
You got a good thing going with the ads, man.
Yeah, like
It's funny.
Even you,
laugh
like,
every time. I'm like, oh, here it comes.
where did that come from?
Yeah. Is it contributing?
And if you want to
or is it
advertise,
derailing?
we'll gladly do it. You'll get to enjoy the fun and reap the rewards of us talking about your business.
Yeah.
So get a hold of us, 509-771-9007. Again, 509-771-9007.
007. Can we do that again?
9007. Oh, wow.
Yeah. One more time.
That's
Just kidding.
it.
All right.
Yeah.
I missed my opportunity to
You're not gonna,
harmonize with y'all.
bro, you're not going to get me to say penis. I just said it. Oh,
Let's say it together. One, ready? Dang it.
007.
I want to harmonize something.
I was going to say,
Can I harmonize?
Oh.
you guys killed it. Good job.
Wow, now we're not, we're blocked on everything now.
Oh, this is up, man. Rumble kicked us out, man. Oh, wow.
Blocked on everything. Yep. Yep. You guys, it's me. It's not you.
Okay. We were just talking about that the other day.
You're going to
And
do a plug for Simple Balances now?
I can't say what I was going to say because then now it'll be like come across as a dig. But
yeah.
Dan was told it's not him, it's her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Foolishness.
Yeah. It's not you, it's me.
It don't even make any sense.
Yeah. But anyway,
Whatever.
again, Brothers Automotive, 761-9744 for all your automotive needs.
Yes, sir. I got you.
007.
Oh, 007 too, yeah.
Yeah, double. I
Penis.
missed it again.
Oh, dang it.
I missed that too.
It says there's an assassin at the automotive thing. What's the best way to get rid of? Never mind.
We're not on TikTok, so you can say what you want now.
I can say what I want now.
Let's see if we can get Facebook or YouTube to kick us off.
Yeah, can we? Can you do
Yeah, we haven't been banned on YouTube yet. It's kind of disappointing.
Bro, that is
it? Kind
surprising.
of disappointing. My whole goal in life is to be kicked off of all the networks.
I could say faggot,
Oh,
bundle of
yeah.
sticks. That would probably get us kicked off. You know,
Probably.
that's what it means is a bundle of sticks. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a whale's vagina? What's that one?
Wang?
No.
Dork.
Dork. They say that means the whale's vagina, but it doesn't.
That's a Chinese penis, Wang.
Oh, they're laughing.
Yo, we're off Rumble now. We'll kick this off, man. Oh my goodness, we just started a war over there.
You guys can see me? Oh, I'm still here.
He's still here.
Okay, funny story. Since I did that, on topic, back on topic. I was in San Francisco airport, flying back from Visalia, California, for a 9-week project I did down there at a hospital, and I saw this beautiful girl. Her name was Michelle, and brunette, just great smile, and I had to talk to her. I couldn't get it out of my head. I had to talk to her. And I went up and I talked to her a little bit, found out she was going to Portland. I'm like, oh, I'm from there. Shoot me an email. I'll send you the stuff. Chicken way out. I didn't ask for a number yet, chicken way out. And she's like, okay. So she emailed me and I sent her some places to go. This is why we're on the plane. I was leaving Fresno. We had to change planes in San Francisco and we boarded the plane and there was something wrong with it and we had to come off, all of us, right? And she was in the back of the line waiting to reschedule her connecting flight, like everyone else. And I was like, Michelle. She looked at me like, dude, I'm not going to get out of line. I'm like, I'm like, she was like 10 people away. She's been waiting there for a while. I'm like, come here, trust me. And she came over and I said, okay, I'm going to hand you to my friend Michelle. And I said, it's US Airlines. They can change you right now. She said, oh, that's cool. And they changed her plane for her and she thanked me. And I said, hey, let me ask you this question. If I show you an amazing magic trick, would you have dinner with me? She's like, sure. It's okay. Well, I warned you. My dad worked for David Copperfield, so it's going to be good. She's like, okay. And I looked at her and I went like this. I went, stand back. She laughed so hard. She's like, didn't we had the best dinner. We hung out for like an hour and a half, and then I asked for a number but I never really called her because she lived in California. I live in Washington. Nothing's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
We were friends on Facebook, but that's it. But it was cool. A little magic trick. Came back. So it's a good line, good pickup line. If you ever want to try it, just don't let Carrie see you do it. She's watching you.
Unbelievable.
I can truly say anything to anyone and get away with it.
Donnie kind of can.
Yeah.
The rest of us get punched in the.
Dan's seen some pretty sketchy times where he's like, oh crap, we're about to get in a
This
fight.
guy definitely said some stuff.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh man, here we go.
Get in a fight.
Yep.
But never happened.
Nah,
They always laugh.
nothing yet.
Or just the shock or boldness of it.
Delivery. It's all delivery.
Delivery. I'm not talented enough to do for delivery.
Oh yeah.
I have Pizza Hut and Domino's and all those guys do.
I told the black guy he was talking about. I was like, yeah, I don't like black people. Straight face. He cracked up.
What do you say? I'm from Wenatchee.
It's okay. I'm from Wenatchee.
Yeah, he was laughing, man.
And I was thinking, did I really just say that out loud? Oh my gosh.
He says like the worst things, but
Yeah, I don't like black people. Silence and then laughter. I do love black people. I love all people.
thank you for
Oh yeah.
Clarifying.
Someone's gonna take that clip and ruin us. So
No, I believe we all
take it
bleed.
out of context.
We all bleed red.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Real talk.
we all bleed red. Yeah, it's one race,
Yep.
many beautiful flavors.
Human race, yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
but
right.
it's interesting how
Yeah.
we jump into there.
Mhm.
We've languaged, I guess, division, color.
Like racism is made up. You know that, right? It's not real.
Yeah, it's languaged into
That's right.
existence. You have one human hurting another human, and then we've categorized it deeper by culture, race, color, other things. But it's hard for people to recognize that racism is language into existence. You can't point to it. You can point to another person harming another person, but you can't point to that action like a chair. And everyone goes, "Yeah, that's a chair." Um, yeah, it's a funny thing,
It's a portable table.
but
It's not a chair.
but for many people, that since it's been languaged into existence, it's very real for them, and they have to. It's a conversation, and you have to listen and well, I don't know, be empathetic with them because for them it's very real, and because other people have heard it and they make choices and actions, it's real on the other side. But it is something that is languaged into existence. It would not exist. You can't point to it like a chair. And so it takes words and definitions and all these things to construct
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
But just like time doesn't exist,
Yeah.
all you have is right now.
Yep.
And for some people, they can't wrap their brain around that. That what do you mean? There's no such thing as time. I have pictures in my picture book from last year, and every day the sun's doing this. So we have all this evidence that time exists, but you can't stop, rewind, to go back to the past.
Yeah.
All you have is right now. You can't, we can have memories, and the memories make things very real. You can try to predict the future, but that's unknown. But all you have is right now, listening to me talking on the mic. Oh, it's gone. Yeah, what I just said is gone. It's gone. And we have recording devices and all these things that make it feel like time exists,
Yeah.
but there's no such thing as time.
Interesting.
But
That's deep, actually.
we've created clocks, we've created all this stuff to manage it,
Yeah.
manage your day, manage it. But all you have is right now. You blink, and the past is the past. You blink,
Yep.
but just being human, um, we have memories. We have all this stuff, and that gives us evidence. And we have all this stuff is evidence that there is a thing as time. But that is something that is, and we have patterns that have been
Yeah.
languaged into existence as well. I can't just point and be like, that is time. That is time stopped. That is past. That is future.
But did you just snap? Oh, you did. Okay. I
Z
thought I heard you
formation.
snap.
Crackle pop.
Oh no, you didn't.
Yeah. At the same time,
It literally went.
the world we live in, this realm, uses time. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like you have to not believe in it and believe in it, because I still have to have a schedule. I still have to have all these things. But
Oh yeah.
when they say you got to be present, it's the whole idea that there is no such thing as time,
Mm.
that things are in patterns and they're happening. But for our existence, all you have is right now.
Right now.
And what are you doing with your life right now?
That already happened.
It's over.
Right now. Yeah, that'll
Your
happen
life
right
is
now
over
again.
right now. And so a lot of times we hold ourselves accountable for decisions we made in the past, but the past doesn't exist.
Speaking of the past,
All you have is right now.
I don't know why, but every clip I'm looking at is I just saw it again on a different platform because I monitor all the platforms, reminding me that you knocked over a $600 camera. Like she's popping up. I'm like, oh, that's right. He did almost break that,
Yeah.
but it didn't happen because there's no time.
There's no time and
I
never.
can't
That's right. Yeah, it's in the past now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's behind us. Let's move forward. But right now, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
The past is the
The
past.
past is the past.
Future. But yeah, it's something to think about and consider. And I know for some people, it's hard to unwind that process, because since you were born,
Me.
we have meals you eat, you got to go to school,
Yeah.
you got all these patterns,
Changed my
habits,
diapers when I was a kid, not now.
yeah. But
Why not now?
Uh,
won't be long until
My
you.
cousin? Really? Wow.
inside joke.
I guess so. Built in my head.
I hate this guy.
Yeah.
No, he's my brother.
But I guess you can also
Right.
consider that many things that we have and we believe and we will martyr ourselves over don't really exist. You think of governments and documents and all these things. It's like,
You can't tell me what I think of.
yeah, a lot. It's languaged into existence, and that's the power of what you can create. I mean, some guys get together and write up a constitution and they sign it, whatever. And now we have a past document of something. They've languaged these codes and rules into existence. Um, many things, but in your own personal life, you can language anything you want into existence. Sometimes, you've had a rough past,
I buy that. I
and
actually do buy that.
and you identify with that, but and maybe you put that in your past 10 years ago, but presently that's not you, but you've attached or anchored. So for me personally, when I got injured in Iraq, um, I found myself identifying with the injury. Um, I, I don't know. I think I was trying to get something out of it. Like, oh, I served my country. You know, got a back injury in
Yeah.
Iraq. And I held it close. Like, if you met me, it wouldn't be long before I was like, oh, I hurt myself in Iraq. Where's my brownie points? Where's my stickers?
That would drive me crazy.
Yeah, and
I'd probably give you a wet willy.
probably. But anyway, that wasn't me. That was one incident in my life, but that I held on to, that I was identifying with, and I was like, that's not me.
Yeah.
And so now I do things in life that many people would have no idea unless they're like specialize in how people walk and their physical therapist be like, something's wrong with that guy. He's a stiffy, like that they would recognize that I have an injury. But
Say stiffy.
yes, Donnie's excited. But they would recognize, but that's what they specialize in,
Yeah.
a doctor or whatever. If they watch how I move, they'd be like, oh, there might be something there. But for some people, they have no idea that I have an injury and I don't dwell in it. I'm like, no, that is something that happened to me in the past. It's done with.
Yeah.
That is not me.
There's a saying that I have is that your situation doesn't have to be your destination.
Yeah.
Like people set up camp in their situation, like,
Yeah.
and they live there. That's all you hear about is that.
Yeah.
Real.
And it's like, bro, okay, we get it. You hurt your back. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
It drives people away, right?
it does. Yeah. You think your whining, complaining is serving you, right? Because people listen and, they have to deal with that. At the same
They
time,
tolerate it.
yeah, it's not, it, it wasn't getting me the results, that were benefiting me. It was probably making people feel uncomfortable. Like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, sorry. What do you say? I'm sorry bombs dropped on you and you had a nice fall and Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. It's like uh
Go on. What happened to Humpty Dumpty?
he's not an egg, okay?
Yeah, I'm curious about that too.
He's not an
I've
egg.
never heard this. What happened? What happened? What is this guy?
I have no idea, but he's not an egg.
Oh,
And all the king's horsemen and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back.
he's not an egg. I always thought he was an egg.
I just think because he had a great fall. And
I'm gonna look it up, dude. I
Yeah,
think he's
peep
an
out
egg.
Humpty Dumpty, man. What's up?
Yeah.
Humpty Dumpty is not an
Google
egg.
it.
I can do the hump. I can do the Humpty Hump.
The Humpty dance. Doing the
Was Humpty Dumpty.
So, but yeah, we all have past experiences that we identify with. But all that means is if I'm identifying that and sitting with that and embracing that, that means, you know, some 5-year-old kid is running my life. Some 20-year-old kid is running my life. Some 30-year-old kid's running my life. And I'm like, I'm 49. Why am I letting some 5-year-old kid when I, made a choice at home or when I moved out of the house and did this and that? Like, why am I letting these immature, past people of myself run my life? I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
So in looking it up, it says in popular culture, Humpty Dumpty is portrayed as an egg with human-like qualities like legs, arms, face, clothing.
That's pop culture.
But if you read the lines, it doesn't say that Humpty Dumpty is an egg anywhere.
Yeah.
The key to understanding the poem is to realize it's actually a riddle. So you're right. Doesn't say he was an egg.
I'm so tired of being right.
Wow. That's crazy, though.
Not an egg. Humpty Dumpty. Yeah, they couldn't put him back
My
together.
first time finding out about that, actually. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, here's a dark side of it too.
Oh, here we go. Dun dun.
Says Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. The words are indelible. Indelible. You never heard of that? An indelible part of nearly every English speaker's childhood. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. You probably know the nursery rhyme so well, you don't give it a second thought. But while the solution of the nonsensical nursery rhyme is so well known that Humpty Dumpty's egg-shaped form has become synonymous with his identity, the question remains, where did the rhyme come from? What does it mean? And here's the dark meaning behind it. Some say Humpty Dumpty was a sly allusion to King Richard III, whose brutal 26-month reign ended with his death in a battle of Bosworth, 1485. In the speculative version, King Richard III's horse was supposedly called Wall, off of which he fell in battle. He bludgeoned so severely his men could not save him, becoming the last king to die in battle. So it was really about King Richard III, and his horse was named Wall. That's
Interesting.
crazy.
That's crazy.
Potentially, yeah.
I didn't know that.
First time hearing about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, thanks for joining the show, Dan. We're here to educate
Yeah.
the real things of life.
Since the 2012 discovery of Richard's III's skeleton beneath the parking lot in Leicester led to an updated diagnosis of severe scoliosis as well, which meant one shoulder might have been a little longer, a little higher. Skeletal remains show the evidence of 11 wounds, 8 of which were to the skull. So yeah, it is kind of wow. Humpty Dumpty, that's King Richard III. Crazy. Rich, stop being right, bro. I'm getting tired of
I just said it's not an egg.
it.
It is not an egg.
Yeah.
But eggs are pretty expensive right now. So
Yeah.
protect the eggs.
Oh yeah. Cobra Kai,
Yeah.
right? Is that what you're referring to, right?
Yeah.
Oh. You remember the protect the egg?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chosen and all that.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
watched the show. I'm just that cool.
It's a very good show.
I
Very
can
good
quote
show.
shows I haven't seen just by speaking normal.
Wait, you can predict the future?
No,
What am I wearing?
I tried to earlier you took your shirt off.
It's funny too.
But
He
that is
looked
the
over and I had
past.
no shirt on and he just started cracking up.
That's the funniest thing.
What are you
man.
wearing? What else?
Go on.
Oh man.
Yes.
Yeah, Humpty Dumpty is not an egg, guys. Crazy.
Man, time flies. You know we've been doing this for an hour?
I guess
It's been going out, man. We've been having so
wrap
much
it
fun.
up.
Heck yeah.
Time to wrap it up, folks.
Oh.
I got work to do.
Okay, gotta make money, I guess.
Yeah. Got jobs. I got guys painting, bathroom
Sure.
remodel.
What is we haven't talked about beer reconstruction in a while. What are you working on?
Oh geez. So
All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. Goodbye. Oh, sorry.
Later.
yeah. My mom once said, if you want something done right, beer reconstruction.
That's good. That was good.
That was good. Out of nowhere.
Yeah, so we have a property that has had a hard life, and
Yes.
it needs bathroom, flooring, whatever.
Yeah.
A unique property, and so we got hired to work on that, and that one is like needs a speedy turnaround. So we're like painting and flooring and bathroom.
All
Anyway,
at once.
yep, all at once, just ripping it out.
Wait, what are we talking about now?
It's all it,
Awkward.
so this is an interesting like investment property where the property can't get a loan in its current situation
Yeah.
because you have to have a bathroom.
Yeah.
That works. You can't have open 2x4 walls to get a conventional loan. So
Yeah.
Right.
I'm hired to go in there,
Make it sellable.
turnkey the thing
Yeah.
so it can close. It has a buyer, has a seller. So I'm going down the middle and being like, okay, what do I have to fix to get a conventional loan? And then bam, it'll sell. And they close the deal. So
Heck yeah.
but it's a little more complex of a real estate deal because you're entering in stuff that fixing a property before it's sold. Who's going to pay for that? How's that work out? So interesting property. Got a remodel coming up. We're doing an addition onto a property, and it has taken months and months of getting permits and stuff, and asbestos reports and all sorts of goodness. But it's just permits take time.
Yeah.
I know, and they're like, oh, 2 weeks. I'm like, yeah, add double, triple. This one's like quadruple that.
Yeah, you got to go through a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and paperwork's not always the fun part of the big construction projects. Um, Flooring, slam dunk deal. These other ones, slam dunk. Easy stuff. But
Yeah.
when you get into bigger things, yeah, you got to get a permit and take care of business. But they always take longer than you think. I don't care if it says 10-day turnaround. I'm like, nope, it's going to be months. It always takes months to get stuff done. But
Yeah.
and some customers are gracious about it. Some are like, I don't understand what's going on. I'm like, you talk to the county, you talk to the city.
Yeah.
Dealing with municipalities is not fun.
It's just things take time, and there's more energy credits and things that have to be dealt with. And I love how they want affordable housing. This whole thing cracks me up. It's like on one end, you want to be a more efficient house. So you draw less on your energy to cool it, heat it, whatever. So, like one aspect, you're like, okay, that's a good thing. In the long run, hundreds of homes will draw less power because they're built more efficient, better insulation, better whatever. Um, on the other hand, you're like, hey, let's add $30,000 to every house built. So you're like, affordable housing just jumped up 30 grand potentially.
Oh,
Um, like on this little addition we're doing, we're adding 12 feet to it, and they're like, "Oh, you need to put a mini split in." I go, "They can't use their current thing."
what's a mini split?
It's an AC unit
Oh, okay.
that you can put on the outside of a house, poke a hole through it.
Like the hotel ones, right?
Yeah, kind of like a hotel thing. Um, and the homeowner's like, "We don't want that. Can't we just put a fireplace in, or just do the heat and this and that?" They're like, if you don't do that, then you got to put insulation on the outside of the building, do all this other stuff, because energy credits is a thing that that you have to hit your 5 points, and is like the mini split gets it. I know it's an extra 5 grand, but it hits the points. Like we kind of what do you anyway? It's and so there was a little discussion on that, but that it's I I don't know what the right answer is. How do you balance affordable housing with all the extra things that they want? And uh, I don't have the answer to that. I just see it and go, oh, prices, all new construction, $30,000 more because of codes. And then they're making the codes even stricter. So there's even more codes coming in. So they always add, they never take away, you know. It gets more and more complex as time goes on. And I don't know what the right answer is. Just more inspections, more things to look at, more cost to the purchaser. Um, I guess to save money, buy a used home. Buy the used home. Is it
Yeah.
cheaper to fix it up a little bit? But even then, you don't always know what's behind that wall as you fix stuff up. So I don't know what the right answer is, folks. I just know the things I deal with um, make me wonder sometimes. I'm like, are these codes beneficial? But I guess in the long run, I mean, look at most fires back in the day were electrical. With stricter electrical codes, there's a lot less home fires. Um, I mean, dude, the freak things do happen, but the fire department's not running around putting homes out. They're doing more ambulance work.
Yeah.
So it's kind of I mean, fires do happen, things happen, but the frequency of fires is will drop, and um, pretty soon they won't. Yeah, what do you do when there's no more fires? There'll always be fires, but like it's just the world has changed. We're updating panels and electrical panels in homes and things. Um, there's certain electrical panels that my understanding, if we take this tangent, right, because some of you have them in your homes, if you have an older home, the is it Federal Pacific, whatever, the breaker doesn't trip quickly, and if I'm not mistaken, and it could cause things to heat up and potentially cause a fire before the breaker trips. And so you have like a delayed, the breaker's not efficient, the circuit breaker. So
Yeah.
that potentially could cause the fire. And then it's like, I tripped. But you're a day late and $1 short. You got really hot and things are starting to burn. Um, Now they've been in a lot of homes and they haven't burned. But if you are, let's say you're welding or you're doing things that pull a bigger load, it may not trip when it needs to. And things go burn, burn, boom, burn. What can I say? Fire, fire. Save me, Oprah. Save me, save me, Tucker. I'm on fire. um, th- but anyway, they're just things that you look at, but things are updated and things are modernized, and we have things are safer. So um, it's what's the balance of cost versus saving lives, efficiency. I mean, even I deal with this at Rick's with, to do certain activities, they want a sprinkler system in, at Rick's. And so it's like, well, you can get into the code and all this stuff, and you get into what I'm designated as a restaurant, not a nightclub, and you get into all these things, and you know, the reality is bars, nightclubs rarely burn down. Arson and pyrotechnics are the number one causes, and um, you know, odds are it's unlikely for me to have that problem. But because there was a problem in Rhode Island or whatnot, people got hurt. A bunch of states reacted and did a quick code on that for nightclubs. And I'm like, but I'm not a nightclub. But you need to be held to nightclub standards. But I'm not a nightclub. So I have this battle going on in the name of safety. Um, and they're like, you have big exit doors, Rick. What's the problem? I go, it's not about the exit doors, folks. It's about the square footage available to shake your booty is the issue. So,
Right.
but I could be a bar,
My booty?
anybody's booty.
Oh, okay.
But I could be a bar. I can have tables and we can have, our events and that. I just, you know, comedy shows are in question. Although there's a few places in town that did comedy shows recently. And I was like, hey,
They don't have a sprinkler system.
I don't have a sprinkler system.
They didn't piss off a certain family, is why.
They don't have their tables bolted down. They wanted me to bolt my tables down. Anyway, I was like, I'm not bolting down my tables. Like, who in town has their tables bolted down?
Stupid.
But
I'm gonna go home and bolt mine down now.
it is what it is. It's you got to deal with it. That's part of business is just dealing with problems and deciding, how do you want to handle this? Right now, with the other places closed, I'm like, I don't need a sprinkler system. Things are booming, you know. But when they open back up, it's something I'll have to look at again. Or another option is to have a what do you call it? Like a mediation or a group of Moses Lake citizens that can uh, review the code interpretation and verify if it's being interpreted properly. Because what if it's overreach, or what if they can look at it more closely and say, you're right. I'm not designated as a nightclub. Doing it once a month doesn't make me a nightclub. Um, if that makes sense. And they could look at it and say, oh, it's a line dance class. So if he has to have it for a line dance class, does every academy have to have sprinkler system in it as well? Because so you can get into that and be like, well, it's a line dance class. There's kids there. How can you be a nightclub if you have kids there? So, or you serve food or all these things. So anyway, you need to get to somebody who can look at the code more closely. All they see is square footage bad, and so they're reacting that way. And they're doing their job. I mean, they're protecting their liability as well. And I have my haters that like, don't you care about people, Rick? And I'm like, the likelihood of me burning down is super low, you know. But it
And no, he doesn't care about people.
no, I don't.
Yeah.
No.
Good to know.
Good to know. Everybody out.
Yeah.
No, it's just I guess it's business, and I'll put signs up. Enter at your own risk. This place can spontaneously combust at any moment. It's very dangerous here. I'll put up warning signs if that's what it takes. It's hazardous for your health to be at Rick's. Like I can do that if that's what it is. But most people recognize the risk. Whether your house burns down, it's like you might as well put a sprinkler system in every house. You cook in the kitchen. Have you gone to culinary school? You need a sprinkler system. You have kids there. They don't know how to cook. You need a sprinkler system in your house, folks, because your house could burn down at any moment. Like, how far do you want to take it? As soon as I was born, I was at risk of dying.
Well, you were born?
I was hatched, but
Okay,
that's
sorry.
another story.
So you're an egg.
Yeah, I was an egg. If I did fall, then and I was Humpty Dumpty, then it would be an egg.
You're an egg, and also urinary.
Oh dang. What's up, bro?
It's very airy. Sometimes my feathers get ruffled.
Oh man.
But anyway, but you just deal with what you got. Do the best you can. I mean,
I say just give up.
well, that's what Donnie would do. But anyway, we've talked your ear off enough. Thanks for joining us on the Rixican Show.
You guys are all very pretty.
Brothers Automotive is here.
Yes, sir.
You need your car worked on. We got somebody for you. Do you work on RVs, trailers, campers?
Oh, you're pawning that off on him. He'd do it. He'd do it for the right price.
It needs a good clean
For the
out.
right person too.
The right person. Am I the right person?
You are the right
Look
person.
me in the eyes and tell me I'm the right person. I'm the one.
I love you, Rick. Yes.
I know. I was talking to Dan.
Oh,
Oh, I don't love you anymore then.
It's too crazy. Thanks for joining us. We love everybody. If we've offended you, I'm sorry,
Good.
but we still love you.
oh,
Oh, I mean, not good. Sorry.
yeah.
We're just being obnoxious today and having a good time. We'll see you soon. I said we'll see you soon. That's your cue, Donnie.
It's already us. We're talking over it.
I'm being obnoxious.
We're in the background. They can hear me talk.